This is another race. This is at Bainbridge, Georgia. The course is primarily on the access roads for this abandoned airfield. This course would be considered unacceptably dangerous now, but actually it's not that bad a course. There are a few spots where you can be in serious trouble if you miss a turn, but I believe drivers do take the dangers into account when they drive. So the odd thing is you make the courses safer, the drivers just take more risk. So it's sort of self-defeating. This is in the mid-60s. By this time I had gotten quite involved in SCCA activities. In fact, I may have even been racing myself. And I wasn't doing nearly as much in the way of making race movies. I found out not only was it quite expensive, but it detracted from my enjoyment of the races considerably. To make a good movie, you had to concentrate on that and forget about the race part of it, except for keeping track of where the cars were and that kind of thing. If anything, I enjoyed the races more at this point because I knew so many of the drivers and the pit crews. It gives you sort of a personal interest in what's going on. Looks like the Formula Junior race, Formula V's at any rate. And that's the end of that race, looks like. This is the course that taught me why cars go off the course a long distance after they've lost it. There's the start of the next race. There was a turn on the opposite side of the course, in fact, near where these cars are now, I went into the corner too hard one time and almost lost the car, and I must have gone another 200 feet twitching from side to side trying to catch the car. And I finally caught it. I think I caught it just because I'd slowed down so much. But as a corner worker, I used to notice that the cars went off very often a long distance after the turns and on both sides of the road. That seemed strange to me at first, but after that little experience, it didn't seem strange at all. A lot of Porsches in this race. I was always a little bit partial to them. was peculiar, though. I think the first sports car I could afford was an Alfa Romeo, and I don't think I ever liked another car quite as well as I liked Alfas. There's Red McNair, who was in the American Road Race of Champions just prior to the film, just prior to this. And there's the finish of this race. This looks like the race for the modified cars. Wow. Looks like a big field for the Southeast. Oh, well, he went off the course a little bit there. Looks like an RS Porsche here, or a later Porsche. Here's a later Porsche.